welcome back to another week. We're on a day where it's crazily winter all of a sudden. But I'm going to be doing gratitude, and for my videos, because we don't get to see each other, I wanted to take you to some of my favorite places near my home where I live in Middlebury. And this is one of them.
The Falls of Lana.
And it looks particularly epic right now. With all the snow here. I'm feeling grateful for the land that we live in. This beautiful place. And I'm really thankful for all of you guys. And I feel really thankful for my pet dog. And I feel really thankful for my family. And I really feel thankful for this time that we get to be with our family.
Today I am grateful for seeds, all kinds of seeds, beans, peas, sunflower seeds, calendula seeds, all the seeds.
Today I am grateful for the thyme plant I found in my garden once the snow melted.
Today I'm thankful for a good spring drizzle and the yellow-spotted salamanders.
I am feeling grateful for all of the seeds that I started yesterday. And yeah, I'm really grateful for seeds.
I am grateful for the big bright sun and the big bright moon.
All right, we can take that gratitude, pick it up, hold it in our minds, and imagine it coming true all over and people feeling that gratitude, and then tossing it down into the waterfall to be collected by the many waters all over the world.
Going outside for a walk.
Traveling down in my mushroom boat, in my acorn boat, to the shoreline, shoreline. I let it sail away and it comes back to me. I set my boat free today, free today. I set my boat.
Traveling down in my mushroom boat, in my acorn boat, to the shoreline, the shoreline. I let it sail away and it comes back to me. I set my boat free today, free today. I set my boat free today. Traveling down in my mushroom boat, in my acorn boat, to the shoreline, to the shoreline. I let it sail away and it comes back to me. I set my boat free today, free today. I set my boat free today.
So right there is a raven nest. It's particular raven, and ravens in general, build up the same nest year after year. And that's why that nest up there is so tall. These ravens are going to come back in a few moments. Your challenge for this week's Sit Spot Challenge is to find one bird to get to know really well. The way you do that is listen for their calls and try to find one in your yard that you can get to know really well. Listen for the call of a bird, because during this time of year, usually the birds are calling from the same spot each day. So early in the morning is a good place to start. Go out in your front porch or your back porch, wherever you have a yard, if you have a yard. If you don't have a yard, that's okay too. You can go into the parking lot or whatever it is and listen for birds calling. If you hear a bird, kind of head towards it a little bit, see if you can see it, and just watch it for a while. And then the trick of it is to go back the next day and see if that bird is still there. And if it is, you're seeing the same bird, because we all have habits. We all go back to the same place. We all go home, or we all go to our favorite spot. So your mission is to find and get to know a bird in your neighborhood or in your yard. All right, good luck. I'm gonna be trying to get to know this raven maybe. Though it kind of flew away because I scared it. Oh, there it is. Here it comes.
Hi Cross Path friends, it's Sophie. I usually come on Thursdays, so some of you might be like, who's that? But I have a guild to offer to you today. I'm sitting in my backyard. It's pretty sunny right now, which is cool. And I am going to try to meet some of the trees in my backyard. So when I'm looking around at the trees, I am trying to check up on them, right? Because it's kind of a big time for trees. So I'm looking like this tree. It's got these neato little buds on it that's starting to come up. And I'm not really sure if this is a tree or a shrub. It's kind of bushy, but it's taller than I am, so I'm not really sure. And then there's these trees over here that I've been eyeballing for a while. I think they have really cool bark. You see that? It's like really bumpy. And if you could see, you would see in between, it looks like there's like these layers of bark. So I've done a little research, and I think that this tree is a hackberry because it's got this wild bark that I don't see on any other trees. So I think it might be a hackberry, but there's one good way to find out. I'm gonna take my clippers. If I needed a grown-up to help me with this, I would find a grown-up. But I am gonna take my clippers, and I'm going to take just a small branch off of the tree. I'm gonna cut close to the other branch so I don't leave like a big scar. And this branch has got all these buds on it. You see, they're tiny. They're way smaller than the other ones. So I'm gonna bring this inside and put it in some water, and it's a lot warmer in my house than it is outdoors. So this is gonna start blooming with leaves pretty soon. Not flowers, but leaves. And when the leaves bloom, I'm gonna be able to look it up in my tree book or online and see what kind of leaves they are and if it really does look like hackberry leaves. I wanna give it a name. And knowing it's called a hackberry, I think I'm gonna call this tree Harold the Hackberry. I think that's a good name. What do you think, Harold? So I'm gonna come out here every day and check up on Harold because I wanna see which comes first. If my buds that I've cut in my house grow first, if these buds start to bloom, if anything happens, if anyone hangs out in that bird box. So I'm gonna just come out here and check up on Harold every day, maybe give him some love. So some tools that you're gonna want is if you have a cool tree book, that's cool. I found out there's a bunch of different kinds of hackberries, so I don't even know what kind Harold is. I have to find out. I've got my clippers in case I need to prune anything, and I've got paper and pencil, and I'm going to try to draw the bark. I'm going to try to draw the leaves if they come out, maybe give Harold like a cool fantasy life. So these are some tools you might want for hanging out with your tree. So here's my twig, my Harold twig. You can see it's got some buds on it. I snapped off, you'll be able to tell if any of the twigs aren't going to have buds if they snap really easily, because that means they aren't alive anymore. And I'm going to put it in my vase with the other twigs I collected last time I was out at Crow's Path. You can see some of them have already started to make leaves, which is really cool. These ones have been out for a bit. There's some over here that are starting. And here is my picture of Harold. Harold the hackberry. I drew the tree with the birdhouse, and then I did some close-ups because the bark is really cool. I called it sandwichy bark plates. And I drew a picture of the twigs too, so I can help me remember. I figured out that they're alternate instead of opposite, the way the buds zigzag on the tree. So I'm gonna just keep working on my twigs and hanging out with Harold.
For my guild today, I'm going to be doing obstacle courses. I'm going to do one inside, and I'm going to do one outside, which is going to be here in my yard. So I'll look for some things out there to build an obstacle course, and then I'm going to time myself doing them. So the inside obstacle course is going to start in my room with this ball in my hand, which I'll use later. First, I'm going to roll across my bed. There's Marcel the monkey. Then I'm going to go out into the hallway and jump down this lily pad trail of recycling that I got from the recycling bin. So once I jump down this, I'm going to come into the living room, take the ball, try to hit it, roll it between those two plants like a goal, and then play Twinkle Little Star on the piano. I'm going to get the ball again, roll it over to the drum. Once it hits the drum, it's finished. Roll across the bed. Jump in the lily pads. Hit the goal. Hit the drum of the ball. Yes! Okay, so now I'm out in my yard, and I'm gonna look around and see what I can use to make an obstacle course out here. Hit the wind chimes with a snowball, then run over here and weave between all of these objects to the soccer ball, kick it in that goal right there, which then I'm gonna take this wheelbarrow right here, bring it to the sandbox, fill it up with sand, circle around the sandbox and tree 2 times, do some cool jumping move on those big snowballs. Here we go.
The dolphins ride it, dolphins ride it, we ride into the sun, we ride into the sun. The dolphins ride it, dolphins ride it, we ride into the sun, dance inside the tide, dance inside the tide, dance inside the.
Whew, that was fun. I encourage you to do it and time yourself and see if you can beat your first time, and maybe challenge somebody at your house to do it. And yeah, you can do both inside and outside, or one or the other, but if you are able to get outside, definitely encourage you to get outside. Okay, see ya.
So last week, Lauren gave us the kindness challenge to write notes of love and appreciation for people we live with. And for my kindness challenge for all of us this week, I am challenging us to write notes for people who don't live with us, and will be able to see these notes from our houses, from our windows, from our yards, or from our driveways. So I am challenging all of us to make posters or signs that we can put in our windows that face out into the street or to your neighborhood or in your yard for people to see as they walk by or drive by, or write with chalk on your driveway or your sidewalk. So for my project, I did 2 different signs. One I put in my window of my bedroom, and it's facing out to the street of my neighborhood, and it says, "We got this." And I felt inspired to do this sign because my neighborhood has been so awesome in helping each other and reaching out to each other. And I feel like it's another way to show encouragement for all of us, that we got this, we're coming together, we're getting through this, even though it may be hard or some of us may feel alone. And that is one sign I did. And the other sign I did was I painted some old wood and I wrote love on it. And this one I'm going to put outside, and I'm going to put it on in the yard where people can see when they drive by or when they walk by. And I felt inspired to write just the word love so people can perhaps smile or feel nice when they read this maybe unexpected sign in the yard and just says love. Other thoughts I had for signs were words like kindness, appreciation, gratitude, positivity, or even longer signs like today is going to be awesome, or you are amazing, or you are loved, you are not alone, you got this. Anything that would be positive for someone to read, or even something you would want to hear and you would want to read, and maybe that's the sign that you could do and put it out so people can see it. Or write these things with chalk outside, anywhere where people might be able to see this as they walk by or drive by. So that is our kindness challenge for the week. Have fun.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. We're so excited to see and hear about all the creative and hilarious and outrageous and beautiful ways that you all are keeping the spirit of Crow's Path alive at your homes. And we're also just so excited to see your faces and keep on staying connected through this time. We're sending you a giant mushroom boat full of love. See you soon.
Traveling down in my mushroom boat, in my acorn boat, to the shoreline, the shoreline. I let it sail away and it comes back to me. I set my boat free today, free today. I set my boat